Hi, and welcome everyone. Fire Tuck here. This is my epoch, and I hope that you like this new style of content that I'm putting out because I'm sitting back and I'm having a conversation with you as if, you know, we're sitting back and sharing a bowl, drinking a beer, something like that. Okay, and a good friend of mine said that I was really good at being a gray man, blending in, things like that. And I know within the prepper community that that is something valuable. And so, you know, being a homeless man who's able to kind of not really be seen but be seen. I figured it was a good topic to maybe offer my own advice on like how I do it and things like that. And, you know, a lot of what allows me to gray man it where people, because when you go around, like I have routines. Like, okay, today here in Cincinnati, Sam and I went and found the different parks that I thought that she would be good in, you know, let her explore them, let her find them, so on and so forth. We're going around the city, but nobody really knows that we're there because we're doing activities. Not only that, you know, because of not only the money I make from YouTube, people putting money in my tip jar and Patreon and, you know, my affiliate links and all that stuff, I have a little bit of money where I can go sit in, let's say, a Burger King. And Sam and I will have, we'll have, you know, the one Burger King or the one place that we go every morning, you know, to sit down, have breakfast, charge, stuff like that. Now, here in Cincinnati, I don't have to do that. But, you know, in other cities, this is something you have to do if you want to be able to get power for your devices. And so, you know, when we go in there, we sit in the back corner where nobody really sees us. Nobody really knows us. I mean, they see Sam, think she's a pretty dog. But, you know, give them, you know, an hour or two later, they won't really remember unless they come in there every day and they see Sam. And they're like, oh, I see you every day. You know, and then we end up, you know, communicating and making friends with people like that. But the thing is, you know, we're always off in the corner. We're always off to the side. We keep quiet. We don't make a lot of noise. We don't, you know, we don't create confrontation. We don't create issues. Okay, so if you are going to gray man it and really blend in, but still, you know, participate in society, a lot of it is it's the old philosophy of don't rock the boat. Okay, so not only don't rock the boat, but just kind of you know, create things for yourself to do. Homelessness, if you let it, you could sit there and, you know, be that bum on a corner all day, every day, you know, rummaging up a few bucks to a couple $100 depending upon how good you are and what the environment is like. Okay, or what you could do is maybe go out once a week and make enough money just for your whole week if you don't have any money, or, you know, just out of boredom or anything like that. And then, you know, kind of jump around to different spots, don't have a regular spot, because when people start getting used to you, then that's kind of when they start noticing you. So as me, I'm always on the move. You know, I don't stay in a city very long. I don't stay in an area very long. I'll sleep in there a couple nights and then I'll be moving on to a different part of town. I'm always moving around because people, when you stop moving around, that's when people start noticing you. Because, you know, if you go to the same camp every night, you know, for 2-3 weeks, people will notice you. And then when you stop showing up, then they'll notice that you're gone. Or if you make a mess, then they'll start complaining about you. And then, you know, people will remember you because of, especially with anything negative. If you're always being positive and, you know, you're just kind of walking around doing your own thing, not bothering people, and just, with the exception of the few times a week or a month that you go out there and fly a sign if you need to make money, because, you know, you're doing whatever your thing is that you're doing. Okay. This is kind of how you do the great man. That's what allows you to, you know, be seen but not be seen, to not really be recognized. Now, you are going to develop relationships because you're going to run across people that like to stop and communicate with you, but those are far and few in between. And not only that, nobody's really going to stop and question that person, because, you know, they show up at odd hours, odd times, stuff like that, instead of like, look, you know, because most people are looking for you during the busy times or whatever. Okay, so there's always going to be that odd person, but they're just going to see you as just some person that they had a conversation with, and regardless of the way you look, you didn't ask them for anything or anything else like that. And so it was just a harmless conversation. It was probably very shallow, very superficial, just something to make sure that they know that you're safe safe and you to kind of see what their personality intent is. But then you just move on, and people aren't going to remember people like that. And that's part of the reason why I'm able to be what they call a gray man, okay? And this isn't rocket science. It isn't like something long and drawn out or anything else like that. I'm sure I could have, you know, stumbled around, talked about other subjects, and really just, you know, done that and got another 5 to 7 minutes out of the video. But if I'm going to sit around and I'm going to have a beer with you, I'm taking it as if you've answered or you've asked me a question. I'm just going to give you a direct, you know, short answer that I would give to anybody if they ask me those questions. Especially if you watch my live streams, this is something that I do, is I give these very direct answers versus these long drawn out answers. So if you guys like this, make sure to like the video, and also make sure to share it, because the more that you help me grow and the positive feedback that I see that I get from this, the easier it is for me to continue doing this style of content, because I'm actually liking it, even though it's going to be shorter. I may not get the watch time, but I'm not really, I get so much, I get like 7,000 hours of watch time, or no, excuse me, 1.7 thousand hours of watch time a month anyway, so it's not like it's going to hurt me. But if you really want to help the channel, again, share, subscribe. Everything else is down in the description, especially if you want to leave me a tip in my tip jar or come over to Patreon. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.